What is going on, everyone? It's your favorite racing, fighting, role-playing game, Jackal, Goddrifter, and welcome back to another Need for Speed video. And it has been a while since I actually done anything Need for Speed Payback related. So, as you can see, I'm in photo mode. It has it's been a while since I actually, done anything in Need for Speed Payback, but if we don't get some context about my vehicles, we might as well start here. And TLDR, some so TLDR, some vehicles may or may not have um, some vehicles may have changed, others did not. So there's that. So since you guys actually liked the liked me judging my own cars from 6 years ago all to now, this game came out in 2017, so 8 years ago actually. But don't get it twisted, the vehicles actually are still clean, but it's clean in a different perspective. But then again, what I like about, the only thing I like about this game is the fact that they have like car types, and that's basically it. But it has a drawback where you have to buy multiple variants of the same car, so there's that, to say the least. And so for those that are wondering, Need for Speed Payback is by far my least favorite Need for Speed game. And keep in mind, it was between Need for Speed 2015 and Need for Speed Payback. Although Need for Speed Payback has more cars, with the absence of Toyota, the cars themselves are not the problem. It's literally the gameplay, the way they do upgrades, and not to mention the story is literally a Fast and Furious movie. You just copy paste. That's basically it. Alright, so so for those wondering, unlike Need for Speed Heat, where I have 105 cars, but only 5 of those cars are actually preset vehicles that I got. This game, on the other hand, have 152 cars, so that's 50 more than what I have in Need for Speed Heat. So, without further ado, it's time to judge. But there's a huge but. We're going by car class. So basically, you see on the bottom it says race, drift, drag, off-road, runner, and speed cross. Those are car classes. That's basically what it is. We're gonna start with the race cars, and I'm pretty sure this category has the most vehicles. So we're gonna start with my 180SX Type X, which was wondering, I actually recreated this car from Need for Speed No Limits. And yes, Need for Speed No Limits was the thing at the time, so don't judge me. I didn't know better. Anyway, so Um, I created this. So, for those wondering, this is based off of Gary's 180SX from Needs to Be No Limits when you had to race with a R34 Skyline, and it's actually one of those that actually wanted to get the R34, and it's like okay, very cool. But then again, the one thing I hate about Needs to Know Limits is the fact that the actual times that he had to do is within 7 days, and each chapter is unlocked in a day. So yeah, and I did not like that whatsoever. Car has a car obviously has a full-on Rocket Bunny kit, rotor forms, has the chassis mounted wing, and I think that's about it. Everything else is also is on stock tech brakes. Um, but yeah, everything else is your stereotypical Rocket Bunny kit on ADSX. So I'm gonna give this one a 7 out of 10 for. And keep in mind, this is the starting part. This starting point. So there's that to say the least. Next it is. Oh snap. Okay. So this is the Liberty Walk Lamborghini Aventador, and I recreated this car a crap ton of times, um, but because of how the vehicles are, and not to mention that it's actually hard to make Liberty Walk liveries. Let's see, not liveries. Liberty Walk decals for said car, and you probably would notice there is a filthy banner on the bottom of the windshield. That's because at the time I was all like, okay, dude, the filthy crew is actually kind of cool. But then it's like, okay, I haven't seen your Instagram in a while, so there's that to say the least. Um, but yeah, it's crazy to say the least. Now the showstopper plate, those actually, yeah, this is probably one of the more like show car esque type builds I actually made. Um, because unlike needs to be Heat, where that one's like red, like it's like red and white. This one's blue and black. That's basically what it is. So this I gotta give this a 6 because even though yes I do love a Liberty Walk Lambo, um, this is not it unfortunately. Right, up next, the Aston Martin Vulcan. This is actually one of the many new cars they added to the game. So, um, around that time, and it's like, okay, the car looks cool, but What about the rest of the vehicles? In TLDR, um, yeah, the vehicle is interesting. um, Someone's wondering, this is actually a full-fledged race car being into uh, being in a street racing game. To keep in mind, which is actually kind of cool to say the least. The Vulcan is not a bad car. It's just that it is it's underrated because a lot of people use either some sort of Lambo, the Regera, or they use a Regera Killer, which is basically aka an RSR. Which, keep in mind, this is when the RSR was unbearable to race because the moment you see that car, you immediately back out. That's basically what it is. Alright, up next is the Plymouth Barracuda. Uh, Now, for those that are wondering, I tried to recreate um, Aaron Beck's let's say Aaron Beck builds um, Barracuda, but actually based this one off of a 1971, if I remember correctly, because uh, the Let's keep in mind this because the model on the bottom where let's see the actual um, so the thumbnail for the vehicle is in 1970. I made this to a 71. So there's that. Not to mention, yeah, this is actually one of the few vehicles I actually have stock wheels on. So there's that to say the least. Up next, the Chevy Camaro. The only thing, okay, so the only thing I did to it was I did a pre-face swap for the vehicle. So basically, pre-face bumper, pre-face hood, pre-face rear fenders, and then obviously the rear end being a little bit different from the regular Z. I did not mean to back out. Shoot. Okay, there we go. Up next. Oh, and by the way, this is a 5 out of 10. I didn't have any liveries on the car. There's that. Ooh, the Volkswagen Golf GTI. This is one of the few cars that, if you fully upgrade the car, it is extremely fast. This kind of reminded me of the Need For Speed Run Golf Mark 1 Speed Hunter Edition. Now, if you guys have raced that specific Golf, you will know how overpowered that car is. Like, no joke. And I can't even tell you how many times that the vehicle itself, I was like, please no Golf, please no Golf, please no Golf. And then there's like a bunch of us like, oh, come on. Alright. This one, I gotta give this. I think it's one of 5 as well. Although it's a clean Golf, needs me to run memories. Just traumatized this car for me. Up next, it is the Subaru BRZ, and yes, the BRZ actually existed in this game. Unfortunately, not for its Toyota / Scion counterpart. So there are plenty of vehicles that you will see that are completely different from the vehicles I have. So yeah. So obviously we have a full Gretty / Rocket Bunny build, to say the least. Like the only thing I didn't do is the front fascia. That's probably because uh I did the Gretty. I don't think that's Gretty. I think that's like Ghost branded splitter. That's basically what it is. And then obviously 7 carbon hood and roof. I didn't do the trunk because obviously getting rid of the trunk meaning I had to get rid of this duckbill. That's basically what it is. Cars run on 1552s on wrapped around in Falcon tires, and lastly, the car is on bags. I think. I don't know, to be completely honest. Actually, the car is not bad. This gives a. I think I'm gonna give this one a 6 because it's not bad looks wise, but it has underwhelming performance. Even though yes, it has 990 horsepower, car still gets gapped by every single thing imaginable. So there's that to say the least. Up next, it is my oh snap. Okay, so for those that are wondering, this is my my street my street Civic Type R. Which was wondering, I actually did make this livery. So obviously, so for those that are wondering, a lot of people do this. They will have carbon parts. So the only thing that's not carbon is the bumper, doors, the majority of the rear end of the car, and that's about it. Everything else, trunk, wing, roof, fenders, side skirt, and hood are all carbon fiber. I swapped the front end with the pretty facelift front end because I actually did like that variant of the front end more. I did not like how I don't like the Type R the facelifted variant of the Type R's front bumper. I did not like that one. Up next, the Ford. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. By the way, this is a 7 out of 10. I actually did like this one. It actually did very well for a street car. Up next, it is the signature Mustang, the Horizon Ford Mustang. Now, for those who are not too familiar with the um, Horizon Mustang, well, TLDR, this car actually has um, it's changed a lot for the past few years. Let's just put it like that. It's been changing every single year. Um, in one game has a full artillery kit. Excuse me. Another one will have basically a car that looks like it came straight out of a Grand Prix. Um, Not Grand Prix. Basically a Trans Am event, and then another will have like looked resto modded as heck, and then another one will have exhaust coming out of the front end of the car. But yeah, overall, basically this is actually my favorite Mustang, specifically the 302 variant. I do not care for the 429 model. I thought the 429 model looks alright. It's okay. It's not good. It's not great. It's just okay. But I do like the 302 variant because that one is a lot more rare to use than using a Boss 429. So thus the rating. I'm gonna give this one a 8 out of 10 because this was actually my first, one of two muscle cars that got me into American cars. The other one would have been another one is a 6-point Impala. Let's be honest. Next got the Koenigsegg. Oh God. Oh no. All right. I might as well explain. Okay, so if you have seen a lot of a lot of sweaters and t-shirts and jackets that actually have like the half and half half and half on it, yeah, that was the idea of it, and it's like and it's like totally downplaying. It's like, oh, totally not rich. And it has literally Supreme logos on the side. Oh my god. I don't know what my younger. Okay, now keep in mind, this game came out when I was. Oh my god. I was 18 when that game came out. I was 20 when Need For Speed Heat came out. I think around that time I actually did have a bit better taste, but this, I don't know what to think about this. Like, I'm over here like, what in the heck is this? Like what was, okay, this is, I'm sorry, this goes into the younger self needs better judgment on what to add on the car. Because the car is cambered out, it's on HRUs. Half of it is gold. There's an RGB underglow on the car. Man, well, I don't know what my younger self was thinking. So yeah, this is a 1 out of 10. Actually, matter of fact, this is a 0 out of 10. This is worse than the Diablo in the last live stream. So there's that. So for those that are just joining in, the reason I'm not doing Gran Turismo stuff right now is because I don't have PlayStation Plus. Meaning I can't do car shows nor any other sort of lobby type that relates to the players. Which is unfortunate because I actually do want to show off the vehicles that they added. One of them's a noodle shop, so there's that. All right, let's move on to the Porsche. All right, Porsche came in GT4. Oh, okay. So a bit of context. This was around the time where actually was like that's it was actually one of those moments where I actually ended the Wangan Fury web show I was doing, and I actually want to introduce a few more characters that but because this game doesn't have specific vehicles, I was forced to use other vehicles. So thus, this was supposed to be an FCRX7, but they don't have an FC. So thus, this car existed. So there's that for the most part. Um, but it's literally just black on carbon. In fact, I'm pretty sure this vehicle is completely murdered out. I think the only difference being is that it's completely murdered out with the carbon hood and carbon roof. So, thus, this is a 9 out of 10. I actually do like me a clean, murdered out look that doesn't look too dramatic. Alright, up next, it is the Asura, the R94 GTR, and this looks, yeah, it's a lot different than, excuse me, this is a lot different than the last time you guys saw this vehicle. Because unlike Needs to Be Heat or Needs to Be Unbound, this one actually had a lot more to it. So there's that, to say the least. Um, but yeah, obviously unfortunately this is not a Sea West kit. This is a Sunrise Racing kit. They don't have a Sunrise Racing kit logo, so unfortunately, and thus I have to go for Sea West. They took out Rays, so I had to use 3SDM wheels. But before then, I had to use I'm pretty sure there were pretty sure it was not HREs. If I remember correctly, it was oh my god, what was it called? Um, I had to use the freaking oh my god, what's it called? Because there was a specific. Hold on, because I need to actually look at the I look at the wheels because I had to use a different set of wheels before then. There should be like a question mark, like a check mark on the set of wheels I had to use. Hmm. Huh. Wait, no. Okay, so I did have to use. So I used Nismo wheels. So originally this car originally does have a spoke wheel. Um, so there's that, to say the least. Where is not the Diablo? Where's the Mercy? Murcielago, Murcielago, Murcielago. Oh, there it is. So, alright. So, in terms of Murcielago, you guys have seen it before. Um, so this car, other than the Asura and the Evo, which unfortunately was not in this game, but it needs to be Heat. The Evo 10 was there, so was able to recreate it. But this car has been recreated multiple times. I can possibly count. Oh. So, was wondering where the heck did the the Nero Nemesis color with the lime green came from? This came from Need for 2015. This was around the time where I was like, okay, I'm getting tired of recreating the designs that is like really hard to do, and it's like, you know what, I can just do something simple. And it's like, okay, so I looked up the Liberty Walk Murcielago, and it's like, you know what? What if I do like a faded matte dark blue on neon green accents? So this car was born. This what it is. This was a 9 out of 10 because I do like my Mercies, but at the same time, it actually makes no sense for me to actually do anything to it because why in the world not? But yeah, in terms of the R34, I think it's one a 10 out of 10. This car has been with me ever since Turkish Extreme Racer Drift 2. That was actually my first Turkish Extreme Racer game. Um, so there's that. Up next is the Chevrolet Camaro SS. For those wondering, this is the 67 model. This is not the 69 model. It's not the 68 model. Which I wish this was a 68 model because I like that one a lot more. But yeah, this is a murder out Yenko Camaro. That's basically what it is. So I was wondering, what the heck's a Yenko? A Yenko is basically a term of a specific Chevrolet vehicle that has been tuned by YSC, thus S or YSC, aka by Dan Yenko, and his team create Yenkos that are monsters. Like we're talking the Camaro having 500 horsepower, and it goes 0 to 60. Okay, this probably from the Fast and Furious, but it goes 0 to 60 in 5 seconds flat. So keep in mind, this car was built in the 60s. These were more pony car than muscle car itself. So there's that, to say the least. I'm gonna give this one a 10 out of 10 because I do like my Yenkos. All right, up next, the Liberty Walk Lamborghini Huracan in black and red. And if I was wondering, this was actually recreated from obviously another well, no, it's not. Well, no, it's not recreated from CSR2. This is recreated from. I think this is from a YouTube video, if I remember correctly. There was a Liberty Walk, a red Lamborghini Huracan Liberty Walk kit on set car, and it had like it was red on black. It had black accents to it. It was like, okay, this looks kind of sick. But I actually did my own twist, and thus the Kumho tires, the HREs, obviously the Liberty Walk stickers, the sponsors on the fenders, and not to mention the car itself actually looks kind of sick, and not to mention the Helios plate. Excuse me. And yeah, I actually ended up liking it for the most part. Alright, up next, the Jaguar F-Type. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most random vehicle I actually bought because I was like, I want to recreate the cars from each and every single thumbnail and trailer. It's like, okay, that's cool. But this is a 4 out of 10. I did not like this car. Although I like the V8, it's not my favorite though. Alright, up next, Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sport. Alright, unlike Need For Speed Payback's C7 Grand Sport, I did kind of keep it clean for the most part. The only thing to add is that a lot of these parts are from Power Design, so it's a Power Design car. also run at HREs. I think just got a majority of those cars, majority of the cars I actually have are running HREs or works or any other any other wheels than um other than I think Boston, if I remember correctly. Alright, so we got the Honda NSX Type R from 1992. I think this is actually one of the year games where they didn't bother adding they didn't bother adding the year to the vehicles because everybody knows which year the car is. It's like, really? What if someone's like, oh, is it the '02 one? Like, no, it's the 1992 one. It's like, oh. Alright, so I was wondering, this originally did not have a this originally did not have a Rocket Bunny kit. This had an advanced kit from Japan, so there's that to say the least. So if I was wondering, originally, New 2015, it was chrome blue on black HRE wheels. Or SSRs, my bad. Black SSR wheels with the Toyo tire, with Toyo tires wrapped around it. And I think that's about it. Everything else was like, okay. Obviously, Rocket Bunny decals, the Quad 6 Custom GT Warrior Special. That's the Rocket Bunny on the fenders. Like, okay, that's actually kind of cool. But then when there needs to be Payback comes out, it's like, okay, I'm gonna do something different. Like, okay, what do I do? I'm gonna paint this like a gloss red. It's like it's basically what it is. Not to mention, this probably won't. And for those that are first playing Need For Speed Payback, do not pick this car up. I kid you not. Do not pick this car up. It will ruin your day, and you're like, why did I buy this? That's like the biggest question. I was like, why did I buy this? So yeah, this is a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. Subaru WRX. Oh, I remember this one now. This was my Varus recreation from back in 2018. This actually had a lot of memories with this car. And a lot of times I'd be going to car meets because why the heck not? But yeah, it was cool. It was perfect. It was awesome. Fortunately, I don't know what happened to everybody now because everybody's going to Forza, everybody's going to Crew, people are going to Gran Turismo. A lot of people went to Need for Speed Unbound, but no one plays it anymore, but because obviously they stopped supporting it, which is like, darn it, EA. When you gonna start realize that Need for Speed is your biggest moneymaker and stop relying on Battlefield? My goodness. Alright. Up next, McLaren with the 570S, and this, I think I recreated this car more times than I possibly count. And the reason why I say that is because, if anything, this is a recreation of a Liberty Walk 650S from, the 650S from CSR2, and I wasn't wondering, it is supposed to be a color shifting stiletto yellow. That's it. Yeah, stiletto custom color. That's basically what it is. So it's a satin pearl for the vehicle, and actually have black cherry on the license plate because obviously this reminds me of black cherries. Anyway, so this thing, my freaking Mercury Cougar that started it all. Now, for those wondering, I recreated this car from the trailer. Now, for those wondering, when Need For Speed Payback showed off the M5 and the Evo, there was a specific muscle car that caught my eye, and I'm like, wait, what the heck is that? It looks sick. It looks BA. I was like, yo, that looks sick. What kind of car is it? And then turns out This was a 1967 soft top Mercury Cougar. Well, not soft top. Basically, it's a vinyl top, but most people don't know that. But that's beside the point. But the vehicle itself has some customization that no one actually has seen on a car before. Which I was like, dude, I must get this car, and I must rock that bike kit in that blacked out look on. And the crazy part is the car is on works. That's the crazy part. Most people will be like, oh, don't do modern wheels on a classic car. It looks tacky. Nah, but for me, it looks. It's like a. Oh my god, how am I supposed to go? It's like a luxurious unicorn. That's basically what it is. It's a unicorn with a bow tie and a badge. That's basically what it is. Um, but ever since then, I've been recreating the car more times than possibly count. So there's that, to say the least. Now, was I wondering? This is the vehicle that I told this story about. Basically, it's like, okay, and it's like, do you have one? He's like, oh, yeah, hold on, let me show you. And then I pulled up, and it's like, what the f is that? Like, what? Why do you have these fender flares? Like, yo, what the? Why do you have these wheels? What's all this? What's all the stickers, bro? It's like, yo, what the is wrong with this dude? It's like, nah, take all that off right away. And it's like, okay, it's like, this is my first. Like, get in mind, I normally don't show off my cars that much, and that's why, because someone decides like, this guy does not know how to build his cars right. It's like, of course not. Of course not. You were rocking with people who were like, oh, it's 1A or 240 for a 180 SX. It's like, dude, no one's gonna take us seriously, and not to mention everybody's gonna be beating us. So there's that. All right, up next, Porsche 9E. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a 10 out of 10. Just because the car has a story, this car gives it a 10 out of 10. Up next, it is the Porsche 918 Spider. Now, was I wondering? No, I did not. I did not make this livery. This livery had this livery downloaded. So if I was wondering, this is a YZEC package, if I remember correctly. So thus the number 3 on the hood and on the sides. The rest of the car is, so if I was wondering, this is a red car with white striping and a blacked out hood. That's basically it. Everything else is your standard 918 brochures, to say the least. Alright, up next, 9 out of 10, but since I had to download delivery, it knocks down to 8. Up next, it is the McLaren P1. Nothing changed. That's probably the biggest thing. Nothing changed with me getting a P1 for some reason. It's like, oh, okay, I got myself a P1. It's like, you gotta change it? Nope. It's gotta keep it the way it is. But yeah, this is a 5 out of 10. I actually do like the car. Up next, the Pagani Huayra BC, and it's on HREs with the Speed Hunters tire lettering spray paint on the tire. Car itself is cool. I just don't like how the stripe is still there. That's basically my biggest gripe about this car. The stripe is still there. But yeah, this is a 7 out of 10. It's good, but it's not great. It's not bad. So that's the middle ground. SDRX7. You've probably seen this car more times than I can possibly count. But that's because I actually ended up recreating this car more times than I possibly count, because obviously this is, well, other than the Mustang and the Evo, the RX-7 became the mascot of the channel. That's basically what it is. It's obviously it's clean. It has proper wheels. I actually did do the fender mirrors instead of actually going for like the regular mirrors. Um, but the majority of the car looks stock except for the mirrors, the side skirt, the rear fender. I think I also had the wait, no, it doesn't have the Rocket Bunny. Yeah, it doesn't have the Rocket Bunny. Um, diffuser attached to it, and not to mention it has dual exhaust. Let's see, a dual exhaust. And last but not least, the car also has car shop glow parts, thus the tail lights and the front bumper has that. Um, but everything else actually is like clean overall. Up next, the BMW M5. Okay, so this is actually the first game that this car came out in, and let's just say that doing anything other than its original color or blue or white, you'll be okay. Everything okay. Black on the other hand, it looks good in gloss black, not satin, not matte, like literal gloss or metallic black on for a BMW M5. It looks kind of sick. But overall, this is a 10 out of 10 because, funny enough, I beat a Regera was one of these. I'm not joking when I say that. Alright, up next, Ford GT. Okay, so funny enough, I actually did made a golf livery for this, I think. Hold on, let me check because it has been a minute to actually check on the stuff I made. Um, Library. Oh yeah, so for those wondering, every single game actually will have. Yeah, so it says unshared wrap. So thus I actually did make this one. Um, Give me a moment. If I can. Of course, it keeps changing, but eh. There we go. All right. But yeah, sometimes the order of the vehicle change depends on which vehicle it is. Um, so yeah, this is a 9 out of 10. I did like the 4G. Well, I didn't like the only thing did not like about the 4GT is the V6. That's basically it. Everything else is fine. I just wish it had a V8. Like, wish it had the V8 like the previous iteration of the Ford GTs. Now, if they were to actually do a V8 for this, I'm pretty sure they would give it a GT350 motor for this car, and then crank the boost up off the 10. So that's that for the most part. Up next, Nissan GTR Premium. This is my, I think, yeah, this is my Liberty Walk. Yeah, this is my Black Widow Liberty Walk Godzilla themed GTR, and that's basically what it is. So it's salmon black, red accents, carbon hood, not carbon, yeah, carbon roof. That's what I meant to say. Carbon roof, not carbon hood or trunk. Um, and I don't know if this car had bags or not, but it's here or there. But this is a, I'm not gonna lie, this is a 7 out of 10 because Beyonce actually had one of these. Oh yeah. Up next, oh, if you guys know about, if you guys been there, and the more you see, like, oh, you can get this car for free, if you had Need for Speed 2015, and thus everybody has this car. That's basically what it is. We got this car for free. That's the crazy part. Um, Up next, also 10 out of 10 because this is a car. This is the only sky you actually get for free. That's basically what it is. We have all the Drift Club Rogue Speed. Uh, yeah, the Rogue Speed Drift Club. Um, Mitsubishi Evo 9. Now, originally, I wanted to do an Evo 10, but unfortunately, the Evo 10 was not in this game, and thus had to use this car again for some odd reason. But yeah, carbon hood. Um, so that's the only thing that's carbon is the hood. Everything else is full on dialed in race car. That's basically what it is. Um, but what I do like about this is the fact that um, the car itself is pretty freaking fast for what it is. But yeah, this is a 9 out of 10. It may not be the Evo 10, but hey, if it works, it works. That's all the Beck Custom F132. This is the car we missing in the last two games. Now, for those wondering, what the heck's a Beck Customs F132? It is essentially a F1 car with a body of a hot rod with F1 aero parts. And the vehicle itself, well, it's a 1932 Ford, but the engine is straight up out of a NASCAR. And thus, it has 10,000 RPM. I am not joking when I say that. This thing is a monster for what it is. 915 horsepower, 231 miles per hour, 0 to 60 in 2.27 seconds, and a quarter mile in 8.63. This thing is a straight up monster for what it is. It's basically, that's how I would describe this car. It is a full on monster. Next, we have another recreation of these Milanas. This time, the R34. This took me a lot of days. So I'm talking, me looking at the vehicle back and forth, and then looking at the lip. And keep in mind, I have to look at the stickers itself. Yeah, the bike kit itself in the game has stickers. That's like the moment where you're like, okay, I can't believe I'm doing all this for a vehicle that actually has stickers on a bike kit for some reason. But don't worry, the car itself was cool. So yeah. Up next, Buick Grand National. Okay, it's literally just a stock Grand National, but it has sleeper status, and obviously, it's not a 80s car without the 80s King license plate. And keep in mind, for those that are thinking, oh, it's literally just a Buick with a V6. This V6 whooped every single muscle car around that time. This was our Dodge Demon of the 1980s. That's basically what it is. In fact, it was so good that many vehicles later they had the exact V6. Let's start off with obviously the Grand National. The Grand National built itself from the ground up as people underestimating the vehicle, and they just like, oh, it's just a Buick. No. If you're already a muscle car guy, you will know how terrifying these monsters are. I am not joking when I say that. Like, the moment you see a Buick blacked out on mesh wheels and you hear a turbo flutter, just back out. That's basically what it is. Back in the 1980s. Like if someone built a Grand National, if we have a modern Grand National now, I'm pretty sure it'll be unassuming muscle car owners. It's like, oh, it's just a Buick. No one cares about that. It's like Turbo Flutter goes bird. It's like, oh no. All right, up next it is it's the Devil Z. Okay, so for those that are not too familiar with the Devil Z, for those that have watched or actually read or played Wanga Midnight, you would know how infamous this Z was. Like, we're talking, this car has 650 horsepower, but it's extremely lightweight for what it is. But yeah, it's kind of like that for the most part. But yeah, this thing is freaking fast for what it is. Not to mention, it's one of the many what's it called? It's the one of many, and I mean one of many derelicts that are in the game. And yes, derelicts is basically a thing. You have to look for the parts, and then it's like, oh, there it is. Up next, and this is a 10 out of 10 because this is actually my first derelict I actually have. Up next, Ford Roadster from 1932, if I remember correctly. So unlike its modern counterparts, I'm not joking when I say this, the vehicle itself has customization that many of us actually did not realize it actually has. You can make this to a coupe, you can make this to a sedan, well, actually it's a two-door sedan, but it actually has a longer rear end, or you can, I kid you not when I say this, turn this thing to a full-on truck. Yeah, this is actually a universal type vehicle, which is crazy. TLDR, this is a 10 out of 10 because this car is extremely customizable for what it is. Oh, next we have the 911 RSR, and everybody hates this car. And I am not joking with this, people do not like this car for many reasons. And folks are thinking, oh, it was overpowered and needs to be heat. This car was everywhere. I'm talking this car, believe it or not, it was a full-on race car. A lot of people use the car for a runner build. This car was used in freaking drift races, which is crazy enough as is. I know, off-road races. It was used in off-road races. That's how bad it was. It's like, yo, what the heck's going on here? Why is the car so OP? It's like, who knows? Alright, up next, we have the Lamborghini Diablo SV, and oh, I remember now. Okay, so, long story short, so if I was wondering, this was a Matrix type of thing. Well, not Matrix per se, but, this is one of those, oh my god, how should I describe this one? Because it's like a Beauty and the Beast type thing. It's okay. That's okay. That's not bad. But at least it's not like Heat's Lamborghini Diablo was bad. It's just like, I think I did this one. I think my youngster did this one a lot more better than whatever the heck that was back in Lamborghini be Heat. But at least the wheels are basically the same. Well, not the same color, but the same wheels overall. Also, this is a 5. It's not bad. That's all I gotta say. It's not bad. Alright, up next is another. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, if I was wondering, I actually did make a Widowmaker from list of all things. So I was wondering, what the heck's the Widowmaker? Essentially, the Widowmaker was a car in the Tabletop Racing Road Tour, and the car itself was a wide-body Porsche, but it was a Porsche Turbo, not a Porsche RSR. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just recreate this car and be done with it. And it's like, okay, cool. Um, and I'd like to say that the vehicle itself is not bad per se. I just wish I could do more to it. But hey, if it works, it works. Also, this is a 6 out of 10 because a lot of people did not like this car at all. I think most people mistaken the 993 from the 930, which I don't know how you guys made able to do that in the first place. Alright, up next, it is the Audi R8 V10 Plus, the original Audi V10 Plus, which I made to an Audi R8 V10 base, not V10 Plus. So I was wondering what's the difference? TLDR, the car is literally just missing a wing. That's basically it. Um, but this is a 10 out of 10. I actually do like my R8s. Corvette C6 Z06, and this is a livery I downloaded as well. Because funny enough, um, what I liked about Need for Most Wanted is the fact that you can beat the game with anything as long as you know what you're doing. Um, so there's that for the most part. The okay, so delivery may not be accurate, but and there's a huge but. At least they got the car right. That's basically what it is. So this is a 9 out of 10. Next is the R32 GTR V Spec. This is actually one of the few cleaner builds. This is a whiteout. Yeah, this. Oh, the Yuki. Oh my God. So I call this one the Yuki-onna for a really good reason. So, for those wondering, in Japanese, Yuki-onna translates to the Snow Woman, and this is a beautiful. And keep in mind, white on white cars are beautiful. Don't get it twisted. But at the same time, a lot of people were like, "Oh, black on black is always better than white on white." Nah, if the car is white out, literally white car, white wheels, clear headlights, not tainted, freaking white out taillights, it's ridiculously good for what it is. Alright, up next, oh, also 10 out of 10. Aston Martin DB11. I don't know what to feel about this. This car was, um, I forgot what that dude's name car from the game. But the car itself it's alright. I do like the car in its stock. I think my younger self was like, nah, all wide body or nothing. It's like, nah, you're good. So this is a 2 out of 10. It's okay. It's bad, but it's okay. It's not the worst thing, but it's just bad. That's basically what it is. Oh, next it is the Nissan. Ooh, I remember now. I forgot about this car. So, for those wondering, I'm confused about why I actually lost, because this is actually my first attempt at a pattern for certain vehicles. Specifically, the vehicles actually have rocket bike kits, and this failed miserably. I'm not gonna hold you. This failed extremely miserably, and it's like, okay, where the heck did all the rocket bunny stickers came from? In fact, it's so bad that I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna take a picture of it. This looks sick. And then now looking back at it now, I don't know what the heck I was thinking back then, but hey, if it works, it works. This is a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not good. It's okay. That's basically what it is. Another GTR. This time it's a Rocket Bunny. Okay, yeah, Rocket Bunny. Like this is a Rocket Bunny Nissan GTR on Vorsteiners. No, you guys probably see like the majority of the exotic cars that either works or they have Vorsteiners on. But either way, I actually do like the car. It's white on black with a hint of red, which I actually do love. Anyways, this is a 9 out of 10 to say the least. And we've been streaming for an hour and 1 minute, and we have a lot more cars to go. Keep in mind, I have 150 cars. I do 150 plus cars, so there's that to say the least. Up next, it is the I remember now. I remember this car. So I recreated Doc Zealous' NSX before he painted it like a dark. I think it was a dark gray at the time. But by that time it was bright silver. I'm not joking when I say that. The car looks amazing. I just do wish they actually have more bike kits and real bike kits, not whatever they have for the game. Wait, this is a 7 out of 10. All right, AMG GT. Oh, I remember now. Okay, so was wondering, I tried to recreate the Mercedes-Benz. Wait, no. Okay, so TLDR. This was the original Green Lantern. That's basically what it is. Car's not bad. It looks good for what it is. I just do wish I can do a lot better than just paint it green and then call it Green Lantern. Green Lantern out of 10. Anyways, up next, the Volkswagen Golf GTI. Probably, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the cleaner builds I actually did. That's the still low plate. My goodness. Also was wondering, yes, this car is bagged. But yeah, this is a. I think my young self actually did like this one, because why the heck not? So this is a 8 out of 10. Up next, the RSX-S, 1 out of 10. I'm sorry, what the heck was I thinking when I was like, when I was doing this? I'm like, what the heck is going on? Why, like, how the wheels are not, how things are not even accurate. The only thing accurate was the Vortex license plate, and the design of it. I think that's it. Everything else is like, I don't know about that. Well, yeah, this is a 4 out of 10. I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure if it was an actual Integra, this would have been fine. Up next, it is the Ford Crown Victoria. Now, for those that are not too familiar with this vehicle, so around one of the updates, you can actually find vehicles out in the open, and you can actually take these back to the garage, and you will actually keep these cars. But you have to escape from people who actually wanted to destroy you first. So thus, it's kind of like a marked man, a pink slip race but marked man edition. That's basically what it is. So unfortunately, this car is stuck at 365. 967 horsepower, 234 miles per hour top speed, 0 to 60 2.60 seconds, a quarter mile in 9 seconds, 990. So it's a 10-second car for the most part. Also cop car out of cop car. Anyways, up next we have the BMW M3E46, and for those wondering, no, I did not do the needs to be most wanted livery. Nah, instead, I actually did the M2 motoring kit, which I'm not gonna lie, it looks kind of sick. I actually do like how the car looks. Excuse me. This is actually one of the many vehicles I actually do like in this sort of style. But then again, it is an E46 and 3, so say that as you will. So this is a 10 out of 10 because I like how the car looks. I love how clean it looks. Oh, this thing. So, you ready? So you guys ready for something crazy? They added boss cars to the list of the vehicles you can actually find and store in the garage. Yeah, that includes the boss's cars too, and it's not on the list. It's my least favorite vehicle, the Pagani Huayra BC, which it's like no YouTuber are going to buy a Pagani Huayra BC and just do something like this. Like, what the heck is wrong with these people? Alright. Up next, SRT Viper. I actually did not recreate I did not recreate a ACR livery, but then again, I actually did a ACR in Spirit. So there's, well, so it's a 5 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not good. RSX-S again, but this time, ooh, hold up. We have ourselves a clean vehicle to say the least. Carbon trunk and carbon hood. Okay, that's not bad. I do like the bike kit. I do like the color. Okay. Night Speed Shop. Oh God. Okay. Well then. That's the flush plate. Oh no. Okay. Yeah. This car is definitely bagged. Um. I gotta give this one a 7. It's better than the Vortex Integra, to say the least. Alright, up next the Nylon GT3 RS, and it is So for those who are wondering, yeah, undercover. This is Rose Largo's uh, Porsche 911 GT3 RS, except for the fact that, well, TLDR. If you play the PS2 version, this is the cover car that you have to chase down. Oh my goodness, you have to chase down with. There's that. uh, Next, okay, there's another NSX, but this time it's my own one that what I would do to it. But yeah, this is a 8 out of 10. That's not bad. Navigate Diablo. Oh, this is the 4th. Oh, okay, yeah, this is the 4th of July variant. Um, MM 2000. Oh God. Okay, MMXIX. So literally. So I was wondering. That is 1990. Wait. Oh shoot. Okay, hold on a second. I need to look up the Roman numeral calendar, to say the least. Hold on a second. Not calculator. Sheesh. Shoot, hold on. Okay. Oh, 2019. Okay. I was like, wait a minute. And like MMX. Oh, it's 2019. I get it. All right. All right. Up next, it is another Jag. Oh, I get it. And it has the lucky license plate. Jeez, okay, what the heck am I looking? This is a 1. I'm sorry. I was like, okay, I get it was a St. Patrick's Day card, but come on, this is a 1. Why they do this? Okay, so this is actually one. Okay, so around the time the support of the car of the game came in, the car itself was, okay. So yeah, the Alfa Romeo Giulia, Quadrifoglio, and many others were actually released. So this car is not bad. I didn't use it as a race car, to say the least. So this gets an NA because I haven't used it as a race car yet. I use it in everything else, but not as a race car. Okay, and then we have, oh my god, what's that dude saying? This is how you know it's been once I played this game. So cause I can't remember uh, the boss's names, of course. This is a, like I said, it's an RSR with a RWB. Oh, Gallo. Okay, that's the Gallo plate. Okay, okay. So this is Team Silver Six's leader. This is Gallo. So this is it's a two out, not two, a basically a 5 out of 10. It's not bad. I do it. Although the vehicle itself is actually hard to race with. All right. And lastly, we got La Katrina in the 1 and the 240Z. Has Vamos on the license plate. It's not bad. It's cool, but then again, why you do this? This is actually one of the cooler vehicles I've seen in the game. So it's a 7 out of 10. All right, let's check the Lotus. And oh, it's Valentine's Day. Okay. Valentine's Day, red. Basically all red with the love. Okay, just because the license plate, this gets a 1. I'm sorry. It's like, oh, okay, there's hearts, there's roses. The car is very red. Okay, it's not bad. And look at the license plate. There's love mobile. Nah, that gets a 1. That corny eyed joke. Like, what in the world? This is also another one. Cause how the heck do you mess this up? How in the world did you mess this up? Like, Need For Payback. This is not how you do the car justice. All right. It's like, oh my god, what the heck is? Man, nah, this gets a 1. That's how you know it's bad when my favorite car in Need for Speed 2 is Rachel's 350Z and it doesn't have the bike kit. Like, that's an instant 1. Alright, that's an instant 1. It's not, they didn't even try to hide that the wheels are not even the right wheels. Although, same wheels, yes. Same color? Absolutely not. The vehicle has all bronzish gold wheels. Nah, that's a 1. Alright, Volkswagen Beetle. And Earth Day? I think that's what it is. Oh no, this of course this car is a full-on hippie mobile. And this is another vehicle you can actually get from the derelict. This dude. I gotta use a dude. That's a 1 out of 10. Cause what the heck am I looking at? Oh my god. Alright, up next. Oh, the empty. Oh yeah, this is 1. It's a 1 out of 10 because you can't. Oh my goodness! For those wondering how bad it is, if this is how you know it's bad. If it's the same, if it's a replica of the same vehicle, but it doesn't have the V8, but it has the inline 6 still, and the livery moves. Actually, yeah, I'm not even gonna hold you. The livery has been done over the grill. That's how you know how bad it is. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't know who actually recreated this car multiple times, but man, I'm sorry, but that is a 1 out of 10. Because who in the right mind is going to do that to a car like this? Alright, up next, we have the M2, and it's just a stock M2, so it's an NA out of 10. The Volvo, Amazon, people want to, oh. I remember this car now. This is another, well, it's not a derelict, this is oh no, actually I remember now. It's the abandoned cars event. I actually did kept it as is because obviously you never know when you want to actually, show up with a vehicle that is not as fast, but hey, if it works, it works. Alright, up next is a Rage War SVR. This is a NA out of 10. There's another Lotus. Okay. Okay. I think this is the one I made actually. But it's a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. Okay. Porsche 911. Cura S 993. Okay, yeah. So a lot of people mistake the 993 for the 930, and it's one of those between both of them. Obviously, the 993 has slicker headlights, and not to mention that the rear end actually follows the body when it comes to aerodynamics. So thus, there's and not to mention the car is in the not to mention the 993 is mid to late 90s. That's basically it. Next is the Civic Type R. I did a 2000s build on it, so um, that's basically it for the most part. But yeah, so I ended up like not recreating, basically making a car that I can see that was in the 2000s as a show car, and obviously gotten a lot of trophies along with it. So there's that. Anyway, Chevrolet Colorado ZR2. Okay, I didn't use it as much as well. So this is an NA out of 10. Pontiac Firebird. Oh, I actually did like this one. This is a this is basically a 6 out of 10. I like this one. Okay, and then lastly the Volkswagen Beetle. And okay, yeah. So I forgot what wheels these are. This is, I have to be completely honest. I think these are rotiforms. But yeah, this is a 8 out of 10 on that one. All right, so okay, it took an hour to get through all the race cars. All right, up next we're going to be on to the drift cars. Now, drift cars are completely different from the race cars. The drift cars, all that power are able to slide. So yeah, so first off, we have the Rocket Bunny V2 with V1 mixing with it. So yeah, we have. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie. I actually do like this one, um, because of the contrast of it. It's okay. So it's a homage to like Rogue Speed Drift Club cars, to say the least. Um, but yeah, I decided, like, you know what? Let's add freaking shurikens on the side, along with like some tribal on the side as well, and then obviously black and red on. Let's see, black and with red highlights on the fenders and in the red on the front bumper, which is not that, which is, I'm not gonna lie, it looks sick. But at the same time, I think most people would have been like, dude, why the heck did you add so much detail to the car? Well, yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. I actually do love it. Up next is the 180SX, and I did a nut end. So yeah, a lot of the drift cars you're gonna see are like drifts, or like on drift spec esque. That includes like the look of it as well. Um, But this is a full-on BN Sport, uh, full-on body kit with, oh my god, with a Bushido plate. My goodness. All right, so this is a 8 out of 10. I actually do like this one. Up next, the Volvo 242DL. I tried everything with this vehicle. I still couldn't get the. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I'm not like, how the heck how someone get 3 million points from that one race? Like, I'm kidding. I'm like I legit tried. I kid you not. I was like, man, I legit tried to get this freaking what's that called? I tried to get this score down, but unfortunately that's not the case. All right, up next it is. Also, this is a NA out of 10 because I use it so much. I just don't want to do anything with it. Mazda RX-7 Spirit R, and this is based off of the Aki Kumura's RX-7, which, funny enough, Aki Kumura is actually in the game. Unfortunately, the game does not have raise, which is kind of unfortunate because actually was wanting to recreate the vehicle. And for those wondering, yes, this is actually a downloaded livery. Just saying. Um, you're gonna hear that a lot, so there's that for the most part. Um, but this is a 10 out of 10. This is actually a good recreation. I just do wish we still have raise in the game. Alright, up next, Nissan Skyline GTR V-Spec 1999. So about this car, this is a recreation from the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift game, and TLDR, this is a freaking, I do believe this is a Z-Tune R34 GTR, which, fun fact, you couldn't even customize it in the game, in Fast and the Furious, but you could do it, but you can actually modify the vehicle with it. So there's, but the other R34s you can modify however you want. The Z-Tune, the S-Tune and the Z-Tune on your end, you can't do jack diddly squat to it. So there's that. Excuse me. Up next, it is the, oh, okay, this is the, okay, this is my Army Green, yeah, Army Green, this is not even Army Green, this is Military Green, Pendum MX-5, because why in the world not? Obviously, full Pendum kit, on Workmeisters, wrapped around Toyo stretch tires. So this is a 8 out of 10. It actually is pretty clean. Up next, it is the Outlaw. Oh, okay. So for those wondering, yes, the C10 step side pickup is also in the list of demo cars you can actually make into, well, certain vehicles, and thus you can actually make this to a drift truck, and it's funny. And I'm not gonna lie, it's extremely hilarious how people are doing it in the first place. Alright, so up next, another Ford Mustang Boss 302, but this time it is a full RTRX kit. Let's see, RTRX body kit. I actually like it. It's not that bad, it's not that good either, but hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. I actually like it. Alright, up next, it is the, oh my god, the Lady in Red 350Z. So this is one of those moments like, okay, what can I do to the vehicle that is different from everybody else? Like, okay, everybody paints their vehicles. While me, oh yeah, we're putting carbon on everything. So, carbon fiber trunk, carbon fiber roof, carbon fiber fenders, carbon fiber side skirt, carbon fiber part of the bumper. That's, yeah, TLDR, it looked good, it looked kind of tacky. For most people, it's like, what the heck, what have you done with this, what have you done with this car? Why you do that to this car? Who knows? Anyway, up next is the Mazda Miata NA, and this is actually one of the cleaner builds I actually did. It's of course the low life license plate. Also, DVZ 7 out of 10 Mazda Miata. I'm finna give this one a 6 because it's, although it's clean, it's not great. Just saying. Nissan GTR. Okay. So you probably have noticed already. Yeah, this is a Pandem. This is the Pandem body kit for the vehicle. Car itself is okay. It grips up for a drift car, which is to be expected. But hey, if it works, it works. 8 out of 10. And Honda is 2000. I'm gonna just say this is a 10 out of 10. This is, yeah, this is a legit 10 out of 10 because all the vehicles actually used. And the car actually I did have the most fun with. This is actually a really fun vehicle to use. So there's that. Up next, yes, I got another RSR, but in the form of, oops, sorry about that, and not meant to do that. There we go. Alright, so up next, it is the Stadium. Which is a dark Sonic Silver, um, silverish blue with on 1552s, on idlers, and yeah, that's basically it. And also, it's not RWB without the raw welt banner on the top, so that makes it legit. Anyways, this is a 9 out of 10. It's one of the many that doesn't have Workmeisters. Another panel car in the form of the E46 M3. So many sponsors on the vehicle. M3 on it. Oh my god, yeah, this thing is bagged. It's basically what it is. Yeah, this is a 9 out of 10. Alright, up next is another DVD. Ooh. Okay, this is one of those it's one of those vehicles that actually do have carbon on both the hood and trunk, but not on the top. So there's that. Actually, this is actually one of the cleaner builds. This is a 8 out of 10. That's basically what it is. Nissan Silvia S15 Spec R Aero. In a Garage Mac kit, I actually do like it. So basically it's white on black with blue headlights. I'm not gonna lie, I actually do kind of wish we have like tail light customization because a lot of S15 parts that you can actually see have. So yeah, the S15 has a bigger aftermarket than what needs to be was given. So there's that, to say the least. Dodge Viper, okay. Ooh, all right. Red on black, okay, it's very interesting. I do like it. This is a 8 out of 10. Alright, Ford Mustang. It is another Delta car. And as you can see, this is supposed to be the... Yep, this is, that's basically what that's supposed to be. I'm like, okay, what the heck? Why is it, like, why in the world is it, like, empty? It's like, oh, that's probably why. I'm pretty sure this has... Yep, this is a ACR livery, of all things. Alright, so we have the unicorn from actually, if it was on, yes, this is a downloaded livery. A horribly made one, but it's a Cam Block livery. Rest in peace, Cam Block. 43 forever. But yeah, I do believe this is V1. Let's see, yeah, this is V1. So yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. I already missed Cam Block. That's basically what it is. That's the crazy part. Up next we have, oh god, why do I keep doing that? Why do I keep doing this? Stop doing things. Okay. Let's grab the amps 3. Alright, there we go. Wait, wrong thing. There you go. Alright. Now, where was I? Oh yeah. So, next we have the another just car from the advanced Honda NSX, and I went full carbon on this one. Basically, what is it? Carbon fading to blue, uh, blue on gold on. It's based on black and gold sponsors to say the least. And so, okay, that looks kind of sick. Okay. Um, I'm not gonna lie, it looks. I'm not okay. I'm not gonna hold you guys. This actually kind of looks tacky, in my opinion. So I'm like, what the heck am I looking at? It's like, yo, this, like, you know, it's supposed to be a just car. It's supposed to look out of place, but it looks extremely tacky. So this gives me a four. This makes me give it a 4 out of 10. Younger me, you could have done better. M3E92. Oh, and a Liberty Walk. Yep, that is basically a Liberty Walk kit, waiting for it to happen. So there's that for the most part, and it's on Cosmos wheels. Okay. Um, M3 Solo. Oh my God. It's back to. Oh no. Okay. This is a 6 out of 10. All right. Up next, M3 GTS, and it's another Liberty Walk kit in the form of the not E40. This is the I think this is the. Oh my God. I think this is the F82 model, if I remember correctly. Also has the M-Fest logo on it. And if you guys noticed any paint flickering, that's because it is actually bought the game digitally, not the game physically. So there's that for the most part. What I liked about this wrap specifically is the fact that half the livery is matte. It's a matte. Uh, it's basically matte camouflage. That's basically what it is. But this is a 8 out of 10. All right, R32. Oh, this is oh my God, what's that dude's name? Hold on. Pwned? Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, I do not know what this dude's name is. But he's the hacker for some reason. For shift lock. The vehicle itself's not bad. It could have been better. But it's actually one of the few bosses that actually has a bike kit like this. So let's see, has an R32 like this. So as a first R32 boss, I would give this one a 7 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not good either. It could have been better. Sylvia Speckle Arrow, and this is Aki Kimura's new vehicle. That's basically what it is. So yeah, the car is full Rocket Bunny. Although I do kind of wish it went full Rocket Bunny kit, but then again, the splitter says otherwise. I'm like, what the heck is this? Okay. Cars run out Cosmos wheels, which is not bad. And oh my God. Okay, so this dude went full. Oh, I definitely not want my vehicles to see. So there's that. And oh my God, what the heck? Oh wait, this is the winter vehicle. Okay, so this is cold rim. Oh, Navi. Okay. This is a 1 out of 10. I'm sorry. Like, what the heck am I looking at? M2? Oh, okay. This one's actually one of the cleaner M2s. This is a. Although I rarely used it, it's an 8 out of 10. All right, Infiniti Q60S still looks clean. That's basically what it is. That's all that matters. This is a 8 out of 10. Nissan 350Z. Alright. Oh, okay. So long story short, oh, so that's the white bunny plate. Um, this is so. For those wondering, uh, you can actually get the pre-order bonus for getting the deluxe edition of the game, and it gives you one. They give you one car per class. So thus, with race, I do believe it's the Ford Focus. Wait, no, yeah, race is Ford Focus. Just is 350Z. Drag is the Camaro. The F-150 is the Raptor, and then the Runner was the Dodge Charger. So there's that for the most part. So this is a 8 out of 10. It's not bad. It could have been better. And last, 10. This is a 10 out of 10 for the drift car section. Well, oh my god, the nightmare plate. Fun fact, not that exact license plate in GTA Online. Unfortunately, I rarely used it, so there's that. So it's been an hour and 36 minutes, and we just got done with the drift section of my garage. Now we move on to the drag, which I think was drag racing. Okay, there's less drag cars than there's drift cars. So let's start with the first one being the Chevrolet Corvette Grand Sport, which this thing's okay. It's not bad. It's not good either. It could have been better. Yeah, this is a This is a 5 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not good. It's just in the middle. It's okay. Dodge Charger RT. Oh yeah, this is definitely a 9 out of 10 because this car, I kid you not, between this and a vehicle that's coming up soon, I would rather drive this because of how ridiculously fast the car is. That's how I felt about the vehicle. It's how fast it is. So yeah, this is a 10. Dodge Charger is 10. Big Gen X. Basically, the only thing I did to the vehicle was change the wheels back to stock because why not? Not that everything has that old school plate. My goodness, I can't believe it. This is a 10 out of 10 because most people have been like, "Oh, it's a Buick. It can't hurt you." Like no, but a Buick that has almost 1100 horsepower and does wheelies can. That's basically what it is. This basically is a wheelie car. It's basically what it is. Wait, this is a 10 out of 10. Oh god, the Beetle. Alright, so you wanna know how unfair the derelict cars are? They have a thing called a super build, and the super builds are practically the most unfair thing to ever exist in the entirety of this game. I'm not joking when I say that. So yeah, the moment you see a derelict car, which is there's 5 of them. There's the 240Z, the Volkswagen Beetle, C10, the Ford Mustang, and the car that you're gonna see that's on the screen is actually the last one. So there's that. Anyway, so the Beetle, it's basically unfair out of 10 because how in the world are you supposed to race against that? I think it's lightweight, and not to mention the vehicle itself. It has 500 horsepower. It weighs nothing. That's the biggest problem with the car. It weighs nothing. Up next, we have the Chevrolet Stepside Pickup, and see what I mean? This is what I mean. This thing has 200 horsepower, and is a derelict vehicle. That's basically what it is. So the derelict vehicles have super builds. That's basically what it is. The only way to get a super build is to have this car maxed out to basically around 300 plus, and thus you can get a super build, which TLDR, it locks the majority of the parts there because certain aspects of the vehicle you cannot change. So that's basically what it is. This is I rarely use this car, but from the looks of it, from how it feels, it's all right. It's a 6 out of 10. It's good. It's not great, but I could have done better. Anyways, the Stang. So yes, the Stang was a thing back in Need For Speed Payback too, but the difference being is that the car got cleaned up got a lot more cleaned up a couple years later. So yeah, the Stang is no more. It's really just a Foxbite Mustang. So yeah, stock wheels in the front, 52s in the rear, mix and matching parts for some odd reason. Excuse me. And overall, just a monster of a vehicle. This is although the car looks extremely tacky for what it is, it makes sense. So does it's a 8 out of 10 because why not? Up next is the Ford Roadster, and yes, this is what I mean by you can make this to either a coupe, a sedan, or a truck. This is a truck. This is the truck model of the car. It's not good. It's not great. Car's lightweight though, so that's basically fine as is. But this is an 8 out of 10. It's actually, as well. So it's anyways. This is the final derelict. This is basically a Chevrolet Bel Air from 1955. Now, fun fact, I had this car in basically old-fashioned red, with obviously the white part of the vehicle being the roof and the majority of the rear end of the car. So there's that. And the craziest part is that the car itself is not bad. Heck, I even beat the drag race bosses doing that. So there's that to say the least. So that's okay. This gets a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not good either. But hey, if it works, it works. Up next, Pontiac Firebird, and I made this to a drag car. And okay. And I forgot to actually mention that there were 2 extra derelicts, but they're DLC only. One of which being the Pontiac Firebird, and another one being a Aston Martin DB5. So there's that. No, I rarely use the car though. That's my biggest gripe about it. I rarely use the car. So it's I'd say it's an NA out of 10 because I didn't bother using the vehicle at all. It was cool that it has a derelict, but cool as a super build, but I rarely, like I said, I normally don't use cars like that. That's basically what it is. Up next, Nissan GTR. Okay, so this is the boss of Diamond Block, if I remember correctly. This Diamond Block is boss's car. That's basically what it is. I do not like the character. The car itself is, it could have been better. I'm not gonna hold you. It could have been better, and not to mention they had the wrong brand on the vehicle. So, I was wondering. Yes, the car has HREs. All right, both wheels are HREs. Why in the world do you have rudder form in the rear of the car? What in the world is this? My goodness. And okay, so unfortunately for most people that do not know, there is no Falcon tires for drag racing, to say the least. In fact, there's no drag. There is no unfortunately, you cannot change the tires for the drag wheels, which is quite unfortunate because those are actually kind of cool. Up next, we have oh my God, what's her name? This is the boss of Riot Club, and she's actually a Korean American who drives around a Ford Mustang that is into drag racing. I was like, hold on, this car looks okay. This car looks like not what I expected, but hey, if a car looks good, it looks good. But then again, it's not about looking good. It's about fun drag racing. And dear Lord, I did not know how to drag race around that time, so there's that. Up next, I have the Ford Roadster. And, oh, this is a Halloween car. Yeah, this is a Halloween car. And it has the Reaper license plate. Okay, cool. Okay, and there's, oh my god, there's blood. Oh my god, there's blood all over it. Okay, and freaking corpse. What in the world am I looking at? Oh my goodness. And okay, I'm not gonna lie, the wheels just ruined it. That's basically what it is. This is a okay. This I don't know what thing about this. I mean, it's a Halloween car, but oh my goodness. You know what? Just for your guys' sanity, I think give this one a 4 out of 10. Not a 1, not a 2, not a 0, a 4. This is probably one of the more decent ones I looked at. So there's that. Keep in mind, I am being truthful here. This is actually one of the first times I've seen a car like that before, but yeah, there's that. Okay, this is an 8 out of 10 because I don't use the car that much. And then lastly, we have the Chevrolet Camaro. So yeah, this is what I mean when I say that that if you bought a deluxe edition package for it, you can actually get the extra cars. And there it is. Up next is the off-roading. Oh my god, the off-roading category. Okay, it's not as much, but I can get through it. So first off, we have the Colorado ZR2, and I made this into basically also a Monster Energy, a Monster Energy Chevrolet Colorado. And I say, in fact, this is actually one of the many times where I think this is, oh my god, I forgot what I forgot what I obviously based this one on, because there was like a trophy truck with a monster delivery and it has like an owl on the top of it. So it was like, okay, trying to figure out where I saw that one before, because yeah, the majority of the vehicles I've made are quite easily hard to explain. So this is a 10 out of 10. I actually do liked it. So there's that. Up next, Ford F-150 Raptor. This is actually one of the first hints of us getting trucks in the game. I was like, okay, that looks kind of sick. And it's like, okay, it's like, and keep in mind, a lot of us didn't realize that it was going to be the second gen F-150 Raptors instead of the first gen. Because it's like, okay, the first gen looks really cool. I wanted to put that in Need for Speed. It's like, unfortunately, no. It's like, what do you mean? I was like, I mean, no. I mean, we got second gen. It's like, second gen? There's a second gen Raptor? It's like, yep. Like, is it V8? Nope, it's a V6. What's wrong with you? Alright, up next is another R32, but I made it to an Advent Injuku racing thing majig. I don't know why I did that in the first place, but if it works, it works. I think this is actually one of the only times I actually have a car like this on the off-roading perspective. This is, you know what? This is a good question. Did Nissan actually do rally back then? Because I've been wondering about that. But this is a 8 out of 10. It did good, but it could have been better. Up next, the AMG G63. This is also the rise of the SUVs type of thing. But yeah, this is a 5 out of 10 because I rarely used it. Not to mention, it's okay. Up next, I forgot what his name is, but yeah, the car itself looks okay. It's not good. It's not great. It's okay. This is a an NA out of 10 because I never used it. Another 4-Raptor. Oh, it's Fates. Of course, it's Fates. It's Fates. F-150 Raptor. Um, yeah, this is an NA because I never used it as well. And I think this is Holtman. Yeah, this is Holtman's. I think this is actually one of the many vehicles that's actually like a. Oh my god. I think yeah, this is a super build. Um, but I rarely use it, so yeah. Thus, this is an NA out of 10. Land Rover Defender. Oh boy, let's see what it. Actually, hold on. Okay, so for those I'm wondering, this is actually the first. I kid you not, the first ever um abandoned car you can actually find that is like custom made. Um, but yeah, this is actually a funny enough, I'm gonna give this one a 6 out of 10. It's not bad. It's not as tacky, but hey, it's not as bad. And then obviously, yeah, we have another Ford Raptor, but with the I think it's called a Platinum Pack, if I remember correctly. Um, but yeah, it was interesting to say the least. And lastly, we got oh my god, yeah, we got the runner cars. So the runner cars are completely different for many reasons. One of which is because of how the cars are built. So they're not built for speed, they're not built for drifting, off-roading, or drag racing. The runners are specifically built to take care of cops. That's basically it. Um, everything else it's basically up to the player. So anyways, let's start with the BMW M5 from 2017. Well, actually 2018, around around that time. And yeah, I actually did recreate this vehicle. So for those wondering, this is Jess's car. If you actually end up buying the vehicle and it's like, you know what, I can just paint it blue. That's basically what it is. Up next, it is okay, a 991 Carrera S. Um, alright. Obviously I had the I didn't bother with the spoiler because there's already a wing on it. And the last but certainly not least, just added some wheels and tires, bagged it, and I think that's about it. Um, but with the but funny enough, with the rental cars, you can actually have these a lot lower than usual. Oh, and also, uh, 6, 10, and that's basically it. All right, up next, the FDRX7. Funny enough, of all the vehicles I actually have that I somehow made, uh, I do like this FD. Let's see. I like my original FD, but making a third one that's like, if a woman actually makes, if let's say if a woman, bleh, let's be if a woman has an RX-7, I do believe that's what she'll do to it. That's what it is. Basically, obviously, original parts, original Origin Master, not Origin Master, Origin Lab, full kit, APR spoiler, and then obviously some good old performance bits along with the HRAs. That's basically it. But yeah, this is a 9 out of 10. I still like it. Up next, Audi S5 Sportback, and this is I forgot what this color is called, but it's also a slime. Okay, yeah, this is definitely a bagged plus heavy set vehicle. Uh, so this is a slammed out 10. Anyways, uh, oh my God, the Mugen the Mugen Honda Civic. It's okay. It's cool, but it could have been better. Just saying. But yeah, this is a 7 out of 10. Like I like it, but I don't love it. That's basically how I thought about it. I like it, but I don't love it. Uh, Up next we have okay, we have a cleaner variant of my Eva 9, to say the least. Um, so you got Evolution on the as a banner, and then you have the work, and then the Falcon. So this car has Emotion DR9s, if I remember correctly, on oh god. So I didn't realize that there was like two completely different tires, which is crazy. Obviously, have the Renegade plate. Up next, we have another M4 GTS, but it has the virus kit. So, I think around that time, a lot of people was like, okay, do they have more parts than just Liberty Walk and Vorstein? Nah, this car is a virus kit, which that's for some people that's kind of unheard of because virus usually works on Japanese cars, but they actually expanded ever since. So there's that. Also, this is a 10 out of 10. I actually do like my M4 GTS. Up next, the Porsche 993, and it's actually it's a recreation of another RWB known as the Pandora 1. So for those wondering what the heck is the Pandora 1, the Pandora 1 is it's a 993 RWB with rotor forms and has Pandora 1 on the side. So, and not to mention, it actually belonged to a magazine, I forgot what the who creates magazines again? I can't remember, but there's actually it's one of the two RWBs that are in the U.S. That one and the Hoonigan 964, which that's basically what it is. All right, up next it is the and also this is a 10 out of 10. Up next, Ford Mustang. Oh, excuse me. So for those that are wondering, this was actually a recreated. Oh, this. Okay, I kind of get it. So this was recreated in Need For Speed 2015. And I did have the modern dual license plate on it, so there's that for the most part. So this is a just because it has modern dual on the plate, I think this one a 6 out of 10. It's not bad, it's not good, could have been better. Next, I remember this one now. This was my attempt of recreating a Liberty Walk Mini Cooper, although it is a Liberty Countryman. Yeah, basically a Mini Countryman. Possibly the weirdest choice to use. Instead of using a Countryman, they could have used the Cooper, guys. Like, come on now. Why in the world would you guys want to use a freaking Countryman? That's not how this works. So this is basically a 4 out of 10. It's like I don't hate it, but it could chosen a better vehicle. That's all I'm saying. Up next, it is the Dodge Challenger SRT 10. And this is another a sort of recreation from CSR2 with the Liberty Walk Challenger. And yeah, so for those are wondering why the paint is flickering, it's because I have no idea why it's flickering, but yeah, I'll get over it soon. But yeah, the car itself is good. It's heavy set, and not to mention the car itself has some decent parts, and you can actually do a facelift model for it. So thus, a lot of people can do the SRT Hellcat instead of just regular SRT with a Liberty Walk kit. Yeah, that's totally how that works. So yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. Dodge Charger from 1969/1968 because you can do 68 parts in a 1969 model car. So wide body on Cosmos and basically the red stripe from it, and it has the runner plate. Okay, yeah. So this car. So what I did to the vehicle is that I did full carbon. That's right, full black carbon, not regular carbon, not chunky carbon, not full blown black carbon. Um, and along with that, added the red stripe to actually contrast everything from the vehicle itself. Even though the car has like red brakes and there's a red badging on the RT. Now, for those wondering, you can legit make a this one's a 68. You can tell because of the rear end and the front end of the vehicle. Basically, the front end doesn't have a split grille and the rear end doesn't have the long tail lights. That's basically how I can tell. Now we're to SVR. Oh, this is a Mansory. Mansory on HREs. Okay then, that is a no, and of course it's the blackout plate. This is a 9 out of 10. Although black on black works, murder out is just too much. Up next is the Infiniti Q60S. This is actually one of the first Infinitis to come in because why the heck not? This is actually one of the many vehicles I actually have that are actually extremely clean for what it is. Well, yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. I actually do like my Q60Ss. I did sell one before in real life. The car itself is a lot bigger than what it is. Alright, Ford Focus RS. Okay, yeah, I actually used it in a car show. Basically a car meet actually. Basically it was a stance meet. And I used the runner car because obviously with the runner cars you can actually go as low as possible without sometimes scraping, but hey, if it works, it works. It's Alfa Romeo. Oh yeah, I forgot she took the livery off. But so funny enough, I actually do like the way they do the parts for the car in this game. But throughout the years, I was like, okay, I stopped buying this, and then it's like, oh, I was given this car. Okay, so what? So I had to do something to it. So, up next is the X6M. Okay. Yeah, being parts. This is actually the only time I actually have Vossens on the car. So those are wondering what wheels those are on the X6M. Those are Vossens. Mercedes G63 again, and of course it's the Christmas lift. No! Why you do this? And of course it's the Santa Claus plate. And it's, oh my god. I like Christmas, but I don't want to actually decorate a car in such a way that looks like this. Nah, this is a 1. I'm sorry, this is a 1 out of 10. Sorry, Santa Claus. Anyways. Up next, a A45 AMG. Hold on a second. Pretty sure it's the same. Yep, same livery. Jeez. So if one was wondering, I actually did I actually copied this one from the Colorado, and it's like, okay, that looks kind of sick, but then it's like, you sure about that? And the crazy part is, it's always the oh my god, it's always the matte black variants of the same exact car that we have, but then it's like, okay, that's perfect. Alright, so for those wondering, this car has 2 different wheels in the front and the rear. One of them is the tarmac, and this one is oh my god, what's the other one? I forgot what the other one is called, but yeah, these are two different wheels. Just letting you guys know now. Um, but yeah, although I do like the look of it, it doesn't fit the car. That's basically my biggest problem with this vehicle. It doesn't fit the car well, especially since especially if it's a Mercedes Benz and not an American car. But yeah, it doesn't fit. That's makes my biggest problem with it. So it's a I gotta say I gotta say this is my first three out of 10 because it's not good. It's not okay. It's a little bit bad. I did not like it. That's basically what it was. Aston Martin DB5, an 8 out of 10 because I did nothing for it. N3 Evo 2. Oh, this is a. I think I did this in. Oh, okay. All that's in carbon. Okay, that totally makes sense. I completely forgot about that. Matter of fact, I think I forgot about this car in general. But hey, um, this is a. I did this. I'm not gonna lie. I felt my jaw locking up. But yeah, this is a 8 out of 10. It's I like it, but it's not the best. All right. So, last but not least, we have. Ooh! I forgot about this car. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my first Bosozoku car for Need For Speed Payback. I completely forgot about this. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot about this. This looks sick. I love it. 10. This is a literal 10 out of 10. And in terms of the speed cross vehicles, well, we had to go all the way back to, obviously. So we had to go all the way out of the, ah. Freaking jockey's locking up. Ugh. Okay, so let's start with the Dodge Charger. Now, I did do this one recently, so take that as you will. So, oh, the so unlike all the other ones, each and every single car has like a theme to it. So there's that for the most part. So let's start with the Dodge Charger. I still need to do a full outlaw build, but hey, if it works, it works. Wide body. Uh, yeah, wide body, modern wheels, modern hood. 68 front end, 69 rear end. Fender mirrors. But yeah, overall, I'm not gonna lie, actually, I'm proud of this one. I think it's on a 6 out of 10. Up next, we have the 350Z. And crazy enough, I think I forgot why I based this one on, but if you guys know this, but if you guys know, the oh my god, for those that know your drifters, leave it down in the comments down below what you think I based this one on, because I hope I'm not tripping when I say that. Okay, I probably based this one off of the drifter's car, but yeah, it's actually is. So yeah, so unlike the Dodge Charger, this one is based on Nextech, which is an in-game performance brand, which is what this car is actually using. So Not to mention, the majority of the parts I use are, well, exterior wise, I use all Voltex all Voltex parts, and I use VX double X's for the wheels. And not to mention Toyota tires, and that's basically it. Anyways, up next, another Q60S, but it is a Chidori based. Uh, yeah, it's a Chidori based Q60S, obviously. Got carbon hood, carbon truck, carbon roof, no carbon on the hood. Although I'm not gonna lie, it would have been like, okay, this car looks like this car low key look cool, but it's like, honestly, I don't know. It's like, what the heck's going on here? All right, so works in the front, waterfalls in the rear, and then toy tires all around. And that's basically it. I think it's on a 7 out of 10. It's great, but it's not the best. So up next, got a carbon-based Ford Focus RS, and as you can see, I took carbon literally, or carbon to the next level, because obviously carbon is the brand. And thus more will be like, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Wait, this is a 6 out of 10. And then lastly, it is my usual go-to, the Nissan 240ZG from 1973, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, what's always in the front, SSR's in the rear, Liberty Rock in the rear, Rocket Bunny Pandem in the front. And funny enough, I base this one. I have to have it on a old school look on a Nissan Z. I see specifically the Nissan Z race car. Although usually it'll be a different stripe, but hey, if it works, it works. And to me, it works extremely well. Anyways, um, yeah, this is a 10 out of 10. And last but certainly not least, I gotta take a look at this. The obviously Max, yeah, Max, no, it's not Max, oh my goodness, yeah, Max, Max's Mini Countryman from John Cooper Works as a speed cross car. So yeah, if you played through the game, or if you played through the Speed Cross expansion, the car gets upgraded like every few chapters. That's basically what it is. But overall, this is I'm not gonna lie, this is like the last one is gonna be a 5 out of 10. It's not good, it's not great, it's not bad, it's not horrible, but it could have been, but it's like in the middle. So that is all 150 plus cars, and it took me 2 hours and 14 minutes. My goodness. So this is actually a good question for you who are going to be Xing out. Favorite car, least favorite car, thoughts of the collection overall. So this is probably gonna be my last one before I do another judging my car based off of this year all the way from back in this specific year. So without any further ado, this is Goddrifter signing off, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.